Buongiorno, I am Lucifer, and today I thought I'd show you how I edited one of my latest comics, this one being the Thanksgiving one. Now as you can see, all the parts, they're all separate, so let's just bring this down here for a second. So, this is how the comic originally looks, like all together. So on and so forth. So what I did is I basically took every frame out and I wiped out, obviously, all the text. So when I blend it all in, it all comes in afterwards. You get the idea. Okay, so let's get rid of that. This is quite simple, really. All I use is a simple transition effect. So, you know, where you've got the first panel, which is this one, then it goes into this one, and then this one. You just blend where the words are. So, for example, haha, look what I caught for dinner. I think I hit a new record for getting the biggest turkey.
Oh my dear, that's great, Lucifer.
Simple stuff. Obviously, add in the sound effects in where they're needed, like this. So this is actually one sound effect I split into two bits. So it's a china bowl. That's the only thing I could think of this. So you get this.
Is that for...
It's actually a spoon in a china bowl. China doll? China bowl. I know what I mean. Well, anyway, so, and if, I don't know if you notice this, but if I just click here. Oh. Here, there we go. On the side here, if you can see. Oh, I see what's happening. Right, I usually pan all the voices, so they're not all coming out in one channel. Otherwise, you just get a mono sound. So Lucifer is coming out of the right. Lucigon is coming out of the left. And I believe there's Lucigan coming out of the right slightly, and Reficule coming out of the left slightly. So it gives you a bit of dynamic when they're talking together at the same time. Otherwise, it would all just be one mess of sound. So that's a good technique. Obviously, I added the chatter there for Lucigon. Lucigon. So. Oh, not still. It's a good sound effect. Okay, so where are we? Let's see what sound effects I used. So I used, let's see, this one. Obviously to stimulate, you know, to signify being cold or shivering. Then you've got the spray bottle. There you go. That was actually for when the spoon goes into Reficule's mouth. Because I couldn't find a sound effect of a spoon going in someone's mouth, so I just got this and then lowered the high tones. So I can show you how I did that. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so it's there. What I do is I bring up the effect, and that is the EQ I used. To give it a bit more of a... Hang on, if I turn it down more, it might even sound better. Let's have a listen. Well, you get the general idea. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's very subtle, some of these sound effects, but you don't realize they're in there. Okay, so move on. I didn't really do any pan-in or zoom-in shots on this one, except for when the doors kicked open. So let's go back there. Where is it? So here we are. So with that, there's a timeline across the bottom here. Now I'm using Vegas Pro, so if anyone's using Vegas Pro, it's a good tip. You have timelines along here, so you can create points and change. So it basically creates like animation. What's going on here? It won't select the other ones. I don't know why it's not selecting the other ones, but basically, the effect that you get is like that. This one as well, I use the frame ratio lock so that when I change the size of it, it keeps the ratio. It's not letting me click on it. Oh well, it doesn't matter, but you get the desired effect. With this, you would zoom in and then you'd zoom back out, zoom back in, zoom back out, and so on and so forth. You can change the speed by holding Control and moving the frame. So, for example, if I did this, it would be really quick. Wait. So I mean, so if I pull it out,
All right, Buster.
so it's not as quick. But yeah, they're the only techniques I use there. Everything else is pretty much set up the way it was. It just blends into each other. Right. What else we got here? Okay, so for some parts, obviously the comic doesn't have spaces because you wouldn't have spaces in a comic. So I added spaces myself where there's some blackness. For example, this kind of suspense.
Really? What? Give me that.
I lied. I wanted you to suffer with me.
I hate you.
You see? Just for added effect. And that's pretty much it. There's my credits. And there was a bonus at the end of that video, so if you didn't see it, go back and watch it because there's a bonus there. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. You know, if you want to know any more, you can contact me on Discord or on Twitter, and I can show you some little tips and techniques that I've worked out with this program. But again, I'm going to be doing some of these for the members, and I'm going to add more bloopers and behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, until next time, people. Arrivederci, Bella.